What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to a divine message here. We're going to see what's going on, what Spirit would like us to know. We're to get some tea from the tea leaf. Fan, romance, celebration, party, December, and happiness. Dealings or relationship with a woman. Okay, you could be celebrating the end of a cycle, celebrating the mastery of a cycle, the mastery of a process. I think that's what this is. You're celebrating the mastery of a process. It's the December Capricorn energy. I'm feeling Capricorn, but also Sagittarius. You've mastered an intuitive process. You were asked by Spirit to develop a process that you understand, a system, a daily system, a way of getting better. You were asked to develop a way of getting better, and you were picking this up your entire life. It could have been like the main lesson of your life. You may have had a Capricorn father, a Capricorn mentor, Sagittarius as well. But this whole life you've been learning how to live a day where you get better, where you love your own process, you love the systems that you created yourself. And you're celebrating getting it down. Because once you master this, you could do anything. You've mastered the art of having a system. So now you're free. And this is also a relationship with a woman, a happy relationship with a woman. Okay. So maybe this learning of developing a process, it's been aligning with having a relationship with a woman, even if you are a woman. Even if you are a woman. You've been learning how to have relationships with other women. Which requires you to listen. Requires you to not just listen, but be willing to tell the truth. The problem I feel that women have with connecting with each other is that they're too agreeable. They try to be too agreeable. They try to be too pleasing to each other. But the real happy relationships, the real happy relationships with women is raw, honest. You probably get into fights. And you don't ask for too much from each other. You're not asking for each other to be everything for each other and please each other in all ways. You're just, you know what you want from each other. And that's all right. It's accepting that we go to each other for certain things. We don't need to go to each other for everything. So you're accepting, like, okay, just like you have systems within your work, it's also like that with relationships. It's like you connect to certain people and you can know what to expect. You can know what they can give you. So, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Yeah, your structure is meshing with your relationships. It's just fitting right in. Like you're intuitive, because relationships are intuitive. So your intuition, your Sagittarius, is merging with your Capricorn. Because Sagittarius is the master. They may be the master of relationships because they're the master of fire. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. You've mastered. The Sagittarius is an anomaly because they're an individual. They're just like the Aries, but yet they have so many friends. And they're super talkative and they're always expressing themselves. So it's like they know the truth about human nature. They know that it's hard to get people's attention. They know that most people just care about themselves. Yet they've transcended that and still see that we're all family. And we all love each other. We all love to party with each other. So the Sagittarius is a great partier. They're not at the function to get anything. They're at the function purely to have a good time. An exciting event and a journey, either physical or mental. So Spirit is saying all the journeys that you go on, you always reap what you sow. All the love that you've shared, all the light that you've shared that you thought went unnoticed, you always reap what you sow. And you've taken many journeys. You've taken many journeys that people will never know, but you will get what you deserve. There's an exciting event. There's an exciting event for a journey you took. Or the journey itself is an exciting event. This is literally, you're going somewhere. And it's also mentally. Tell me more, Spirit. Dark woman, dealings a relationship with a dark woman with dark complexion or hair. Okay. You're going on a journey, a shadow journey. You're going on a journey as your shadow self, as your dark-haired self, as your black-haired self. You're going on a journey, and it may be short, or it may be long, but it could be short. It could be very short, or it may be very long. And either way, there's a reward at the end. And the reward is the experience itself. So you'll know when it's done, when you're satisfied. It's not over till you're satisfied. It's not over till you've won. Okay? This may be your entire life. You've unlocked being able to look in the mirror and accept your shadow. Accept your shadow self. You find your shadow self awesome. You're blessed to be in tune with it. New home, new attitude, family wishes come true. Excitement, February, and major challenge to overcome. The major challenge was accepting your shadow. Accepting that it will stay with you. Your shadow is with you. Instead of fearing that it takes over and you become it forever, you're accepting that it's always your toy. It's always your tool. And this was a major challenge. And now that you've got it down, your family wishes have come true, because now you see yourself. Now you see your light side. Now that you're no longer over contemplating your shadow, you could actually see who you are. You could actually see the beautiful person that you are. The hero that you are. The fact that you deal with this, you deal with all this overthinking, and you still go out and try to be the hero for everybody. That's who you are. And Spirit wants you to know that. All right. Okay. Anything on Spirit? Princess of Berries, courtship, love, romance, relationships. There's definitely a romantic relationship. And it thrives. It thrives when y'all are in your shadow. You may be blind to it when you're blind to your shadow. When you're too resistant to feel good, when you're too resistant to celebrate, you don't feel it to the max. The love is balanced when you guys let go and surrender and feel good. Either one of you could take initiative. Either one of you could fulfill each other's needs at will. So maybe your work, what you do with your energy, what you do for work heals your partner. Heals everybody else, but it definitely heals your partner. It's very romantic, even if it's not romantic. Even if you're not being very romantic, it's still romantic. Because they just need a friend. They need someone to talk to in a way they can't. So the more you focus on the friendship, on the bond, the more romantic it is. Okay, the best romance is friendship. Ambition at any cost. Desire, broken promises. Okay, so maybe that was some overthinking you were doing. You're like, am I being too ambitious? Am I desiring too much? Am I asking for too much? And little did you know that you could talk about this. You could talk about this in your work and to your partner. And they understand. They feel the same way. They fear themselves sometimes. They fear that they're too ambitious, that they want too much. So when y'all accept that, accept how much you guys desire, not just each other, but in general, then you're able to just look each other in the eyes and hang out. Not want anything, just appreciate. Okay. There's like nothing you have to prove. You like to hang out with this person, that's why you like them. So just hang out with them. All right, last card. The World. Perfection, completion, victory, religion. perfection. You're in a perfect state, my friend. I love you. God bless you. Peace.